16,522. These two teams are tied in the series record. This season, the Bulls lead 2-1. The Hawks won here. The Bulls have won in Chicago.
You're saying that both these teams travel, they don't travel that well?
Apparently not. The Bulls just played yesterday, by the way, in Chicago, beating Dallas. Wilkins missing, and the rebound going to the Bulls.
Well, he had to get that one out of his system to get ready to play.
In the 3 games, Jordan leads Wilkins in scoring with a total of 109 to 105. Nice pass to a wide open Dave Corzine.
Good things that Charles Oakley has developed as part of his game.
Willis off the glass. Kevin Willis, who's been scoring about 20 points a game of recent.
The two guys we just mentioned have had impact on the game already.
Oakley 34 with the ball right now. Kevin Willis, two that Bill Russell's talking about. Corzine down low to Banks. High Archer gets it over Dominique Wilkins.
That'll bring rain.
4-2 Bulls. Opening moments from the Omni in Atlanta. Willis, jump hook. Rattles it home. Oakley and Willis have both had impact so far. Jordan with the ball now, playing with a sore right hip. He had to leave the game twice against Dallas yesterday. He's also playing with a head cold. Corzine's open off the glass.
It must be soft glass. It's been a tempo game, but not with these guys. He wants to play more of a slowdown game, make them play half court, because he doesn't think that they can run a full 48 minutes with the Hawks.
Oakley beat Willis down the floor. A good pass from John Paxson, and now it's 8-4.
Local fans are all upset because I think 9 of the last 10 games he refereed here, the Hawks lost.
Talking about Jack Madden, who lives in this area. And it's 10-4.
And only local fans would notice that kind of stuff.
Yes,
that's local fans everywhere, though. Good move by Doc Rivers. Good penetration.
Jordan and Doc Rivers are really battling down low. Doc Rivers is on Jordan right now. They were really struggling. Now the double team on Jordan. Shot clock to 7. Paxson from long range. Rebound Wilkins. Hawks running. It's Wilkins against the world. All the way. Dominique Wilkins.
World zero.
9. Hawks trail by 1.
See, with guys like Wilkins and Michael Jordan, the double team doesn't help a lot of times because they play such a vertical game. And now
the screen gets his 4th point now. 12-9. Chicago. Rivers can hit it from there. Does. Doc Rivers averaging 13.5 points a game.
Would I think that you've seen a lot of Hawk games?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Oakley with the lay-in. It's interesting, all the times on the road. Here's Willis open over Corzine. And Doc Rivers rebounding. And the Hawks now getting back into the rebounding game. At one point, it was Chicago 5, Atlanta nothing on the rebound board. But the Hawks now have 3 rebounds. Paxson. Good long-range shooter.
I would tell the foul on. That's the guy that grimaces. Who, me? I didn't draw blood. Why is they calling on me?
Oakley out high, out of Virginia Union. Second-year player, had a real impact. Went to Cleveland, but then Keith Lee came to Chicago, which was a nice deal, as Michael Jordan hits it again. Michael Jordan now with 6 points. Dominique Wilkins, by the way, 2, if you're keeping track of their individual scoring duel. Wilkins comes back. He has 4.
And what you should do is try to make him have to work for everything he gets. But you shouldn't double team him too much unless you're going to double team him early and make him give it up. If you don't, you end up with guys shooting layups.
Off the double team, Jordan hits Oakley. Now to Corzine into the Banks with only 2 seconds to go on the shot clock. Bulls rebounding and running, leading by 4. Paxson to Jordan against Doc Rivers. They've cleared the side, but Whitman's ready to double team, and there he comes. He leaves Paxson. Paxson gets the ball from Jordan, and that's what he does so very well.
And that's what hurts you when you do that.
Shares to carry such a burden. Blocked from behind by Jordan. He started this break, but then Whitman broke it up, and here comes Banks. Doc Rivers back. Hawks had
good
3
hustle
players
defense
back.
for the Hawks.
You bet. Wilkins off the glass. He has 6.
That was a very important shot to make because that compounds the impact of that good defensive play.
However, leads all scorers with 7. 23-19 Chicago. Paxson open again. Paxson is really filling it up. Now Mike Fratelowicz lead by 4. Nice bounce pass stripped away from Jordan by Randy Whitman. Nice defensive play by Whitman.
Now here goes Jordan down the middle. Now that was a desperation play by Whitman because Jordan had him.
And Jordan now with 8 points. 6-point Bulls lead. 15 to go.
You know, I think that Michael Jordan maybe really not extending himself on his jumps because he's passed off a good pass. That's a good pass.
Wilkins misses, but Rollins with the rebound and jam.
On the jump shots that he normally would because he could get over those. So he may be favoring his leg a little bit.
Yes, he has a hip pointer suffered against Dallas yesterday. Off the glass, Michael Jordan.
Look what I found. Must be soft glass here. Must be soft glass.
Even starting him, but his agent is keeping track of that, don't you?
Well, if he's from SMU, he's not going to be able to play football for a while.
I knew this was coming. Brad Sellers finds threes over Konkak. L3 came here from Philadelphia. To the Bulls for Steve Coulter. And Threed has played well. Chicago off the bench. Plays about 20 minutes a game. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. See the time in the lower right. 31-23 Chicago. Hawks in need of a basket here.
Now, did Threed get pushed or did he fall?
Both. There's 4 seconds remaining in the quarter. Backcourt pressure from Atlanta. Granville Waiters missing from very long distance. At the end of 1, it's Chicago 31, Atlanta Hawks 25. Pass to Sellers. Mike McGee rebounding well for the Hawks. Livingston. Nice finesse over Waiters.
Williams.
The Wizard to Mike McGee. Gus Williams, number 1. McGee with a pick and roll to Willis and a jam.
Excellent run, give and go. Excellent.
High or go ahead if they choose a 3-pointer. Gus Williams penetrating, finding a stone wall. Livingston. Better luck off the glass. Cliff Livingston. For about 12 feet. Hawks can take the lead. They had trailed by 8 points in the first quarter. Willis against Oakland. Off the glass, Kevin Willis. They called it a turnover. It was not a foul because he was protecting himself as Oakley scored.
So if he runs into just a stack of picks, boy, he can hold nice hands there.
Jordan leads his team in steals. Behind the back to Oakley. Michael Jordan with a steal and an assist on the same play. Three, Jordan in the backcourt. Banks, Oakley, Corzine. Up front, Oakley. He's having himself a pretty good night himself.
But Jordan gets a lot of his in the last quarter, so he's just warming up.
McGee from the perimeter. He'll be happier now.
Yes.
Out of the University of Michigan. Here's 3-2 Banks. And got a nice bounce. Started the last 15 games. Wilkins back in for Atlanta, as you see, was stripped away. Dominique just keeps working. Gets that nice heavy spin bank shot. McGee with his 4th rebound all of this quarter. Hawks can go up by 4. Gene Banks doing a fine job defensing Dominique Wilkins, but Kevin Willis hits it over Oakley, and Kevin Willis has 10. Something to watch for is the Banks-Wilkins battle. Wilkins guarding Banks also. Jordan around everybody. And shooting over Konkak, and Michael has 12. He's got 8 rebounds already. Banks blocked by Konkak. Here comes the break. This could be good.
It is good.
The last 22 minutes of the game. So Banks has done a good job on him previously. As you look at the percentage and the inside scoring, the Hawks doing it down low. Tip in Oakley. Paxson with the lay-in that went around. The Bulls are running fast, and it's 5 against 4. Wilkins late getting down court. There's Corzine.
And
that's that
Hawks had to pay.
You bet.
Because Wilkins didn't get back.
Goes here in Atlanta at halftime to update you on all the NBA action. Wilkins against Banks in the double team. Rivers is open for the jam. Paxson pinned down on Wilkins, and there went Doc Rivers. Hawks wanted to reverse it. They do finally. For three, McGee missing by a mile. Taken away by Dominique Willis with the lay-in. Oakley did not see Wilkins.
That's because Wilkins was off the court and came back in from off the baseline.
Hawks by 4. Minute 22 to go in the half. Corzine over Koncak.
Yeah, they had 3-on-5, but it's sort of a mismatch then.
Shot clock to 8. Nice feed to Livingston from Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers did a good job this quarter penetrating and either going for the hoop himself or getting wide open guy 10 to 12 feet.
Rivers has 4 assists already. He averages about 10 a game. Check that. He has 5, so he's halfway to his total. He's right on track. Hawks by 4. 5 seconds to go, you see, in the quarter. Jordan. Livingston with a rebound as Michael misses. The Hawks lead by 4 at halftime. We have a beauty. Stay with us. Willis has 14. Wilkins 8. Jordan has 12, and Oakley has 12. We'll be back. Just only 22 points and no points in the final 22 minutes. 51-47 Hawks. Opening moments. Third quarter. From a sold-out Omni in Atlanta. Jordan very open.
And he puts it down. He's a young man with tremendous diversified skills. And when this Chicago Bull team improves in other positions, he'll legitimately win the most valuable player, I believe.
Koncak missing. Jordan rebounding. Jordan even leads his team in free throw percentage. Leads them in steals, blocks. Jordan with the pass. From long range, Paxson. He'll get an assist there. Said led by 4. Bulls have scored 4 unanswered points. Doc Rivers with a drive off the glass. A beautiful move by the youngster from Marquette in his 4th year. Doc has 15 points. Jordan over Wilkins. Wilkins defending Jordan on that play, and Jordan scores easily.
Well, he was up.
Hawks by 2. Oakley from long range. And Charles Oakley now has 14 points in the ball game. All the way through that math formula there. 55-55 the score. Here's Whitman.
And it's difficult for a guy like Charles Oakley to get a lot of assists with Maxwell. Is he going to shoot, or is he going to pass, or well, I better wait and see.
Whitman. Just watches Jordan go
move.
by. He's fouled.
Super move there.
It would have been a free throw and then the ball back, as it is simply a foul. Nice play by Koncak. Nice feed from Rivers to Kevin Willis. 61-57. Atlanta by 4. 22nd timeout. Jordan missing. Hawks rebounding. Kevin Willis again on the feed, and it's going to roll home for Willis. Doc Rivers, Koncak, Wilkins, Kevin Willis, and Whitman, the starters in there for Atlanta. Willis against Oakley. They clear the side. Now the double team. Whitman's open. Reverses it to Wilkins. Great ball movement by Atlanta.
And that's the kind of shots that Dominique should be getting.
7-point lead, largest of the game for the Hawks. Here's Oakley.
A little bit out of his range.
Kept alive by Wilkins. Rivers running. Stripped away by Gene Banks. A great defensive play. Threading the needle, and Banks with a reverse. Paxson with the pass.
Just as asserted, Banks.
Inside scoring. Atlanta doing it up front. That's how the Hawks do it most often when they get the opportunity. They'll find that the team scores inside will win most of the time. Oakley with a nice feed, scoring inside. Led by 7. They trailed by as many as 8 the first quarter. Whitman inside feeds to the larger Kevin Willis. Misses. Jordan with a rebound. That's his 6th rebound. Michael Jordan threw everybody. Came up limping a little bit.
And he's calling timeout. He wants to get out of the game.
Whitman from the free throw line missing. Dominique Wilkins. His 14 points. Following over there. He's getting bumped heavily down there by Whitman with the ball against Whitman and Koncak.
Good
He's
pass.
inside, wide open. Gene Banks. Assist number 6. Jordan has been fortunate all year as he's avoided the colds, he's avoided the bangs and knocks that you get when you're a great scorer, but he's got them now. Paxson with a drive, Oakley with a tip in.
Oakley's having an excellent game tonight.
He's assumed the scoring role with Jordan out of there. 69-68 Atlanta, 4:10 to go, third quarter.
The type of scoring he's done because he's getting the offensive boards and when they double team, those are kind of points that really help a team because they're really outside of your offense.
18.5, so he's playing above his head scoring wise thus far. 72-68, Hawks by 4. Banks with a nice double clutch. Livingston went up to block it, and Banks just held it a moment long enough. They clear the side for Wilkins. Over Corzine.
That was a good play
Around
by
Banks.
Wilkins because he
Hawks lead over Chicago. 2:12 to go, third quarter. Michael Jordan's been banged around tonight, like a lot tonight. He went out of the game. He's back in now, however. Banks.
excellent ball movement.
Yeah. To 3. Wilkins is out of there now. Jordan stays in on the double team, hits the pass. Corzine's open over Livingston. Just as you pointed out a moment ago, Bill, the Bulls
Than they were last year.
Doug Collins has done a good job first year coaching in the NBA. Whitman off 2 screens. And it's tied at 78.
And that's the reason they don't want Jordan guarding him.
15 seconds to go, third quarter. Shot clock has 8 seconds remaining. Shot clock to 4. To 2. And Carr from way
not
downtown.
the shot that Mike Portillo diagrammed, I don't think.
Not exactly. That almost went from 3 at the buzzer. It ends the third quarter tied at 78. We got ourselves a good ball game. Remember, Jordan and Wilkins have that battle going on. Stay with us for the fourth quarter.
Their pace of game.
Interestingly, in the first quarter, Chicago with much better assist points, moving the ball better. In the third quarter, they had better ball movement and drew back here to a tie. In the second, when they fell behind, Chicago did not move the ball well. McGee for 3. Hawks go up by that number. 11:40 to go in the ball game. 8 rebounds for Mike McGee tonight. 81-78 Atlanta.
Now they've been trying to get Whitman another 3-point by McGee. They've been trying to get Whitman loose those picks.
Shot clock to 3. Here's Jordan.
The Chicago bench maybe doing a pretty good job.
Doc Rivers.
Although they're not scoring.
To Willis. Willis is fouled. He'll go to the line. Sadale Freak with the push. Hawks by 4. 8:25 remaining. Whitman trying to get around Paxson. Finally runs him through 2 screens and gets past him. 2-man game with Willis. The jump hook falls. That was just a 1-man game because Willis took it to the hole. Whitman with 6 on the shot clock. Tried to hit it with his left hand. It was stripped away. Oakley battling for the boards. Good feed to Corzine from Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan now has 7 assists. Not tie it or take the lead on this possession. Hawks look a little confused on the defensive matchup now. They get it down to Jordan. Paxson open. From long range over contact.
Another excellent play by Michael Jordan. Now, he's very well at all because they have not been able to get their best shooter in this situation, Whitman, free.
That was rebound 18 for Oakley, who has the ball. He's double teamed Paxson, open from long range. And Paxson has been burying them from long range tonight.
And that's
Paxson
they're going to have to make.
10.
Now, Gus Williams is in there. Maybe he'll be able to get free shooting range when he gets it.
Good defense again. Jordan and Banks involved in that one. Michael Jordan came up with the ball. It's tied
at 91. That's because the Atlanta deep offense is standing around. And everybody in the building knows where the ball's going.
Jordan got everybody airborne and scored. And he'll go to the line for a three-point opportunity. It doesn't look like the shoes Jordan's wearing that Rick Barry wears all the time for comfort. High-fashion neighborhoods. The Bulls lead by 3. 4:08 to go. Doc Rivers back in the ball game, scoring, and he's fouled. Three-point opportunity.
Now the Hawks really needed that bad
for the Chicago Bulls. Only 18 turnovers in the game.
Well, Mike McGee looks like he's been with.
Yeah, he looks like Bone Crusher Smith fighting with Tyson. You have to go to the corner in a minute. Gene Banks misses the tip away. Dominique Wilkins misses the baseline. Willis, yes!
His number of rebounds aren't very high, but that was a real big one there.
The first offensive rebound of the night for Kevin Willis. He now has 28 points. The Hawks lead by 3. 97-96. Hawks with the ball. 2:20 remaining.
You almost have to score every time down in a game like this because they're not going to give you very much to work with. So you got to try to get inside so you get at least a free throw.
Banks pounding Wilkins off the glass. Incredible shot by Dominique.
You know, you play good defense and the guy does that to you, and you say, well, the coach doesn't even say anything to you about that.
Wilkins with 21. 3-point Atlanta lead. Under 2 minutes remaining. You see it in the lower right of the screen.
But the important thing is to make him make those kind of shots to win.
Now it's Jordan's turn. Big miss. Chicago controls.
Now that's one thing you can't do. If you work real hard and get a guy like that to miss a shot and then turn around and let him get the rebound, that's no good.
Paxson taking a three-pointer, probably ill-advised in my opinion. Hawks controlling.
Jump ball.
There's a fumble. We don't know who recovered it yet.
It's like no one knew who to pass the ball to across the game. And you see the guys working hard at it.
Rollins wins the tip. 99-96. Hawks by 3. 1:20, and they have possession of the ball.
And this time of the year, except for the playoffs, is the best basketball that's played. Because every team has developed what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. And they're not so tired. They've gotten over that mid-season tiredness so that they're playing good basketball. Both teams are.
Foul away from the ball. 1:06 to go in the ball game.
He said, yeah, I fouled him. But now, there's no way you can convince him he fouled him. He'll be thinking about that call for 3 days. Do you believe that call that the guy made on me?
Now the Bulls are getting into 3-point situation as they trail by 5.
Now they got to call that one. Is right. Make him beat you going to his left. I mean, they can't remember anything you told them sometime 3 seconds ago.
And you know that from your coaching experience. 55 seconds remaining. Hawks 101. Chicago 98.
Now this could be a very important possession if the Hawks score. Because that changed the game if they don't score.
10 seconds on the clock. Wilkins leaning in off the glass. Dominique Wilkins. Timeout. Atlanta. 103-98. Hawks by 5. 34 seconds to go in the game. Bulls have to score from 3-point range. Jordan missing. Paxson. Corzine.
3-pointer.
That probably put the nail in the coffin. Wilkins.
And the foul's going to be called on Paxson.
It is.
That's because both teams now are playing better teams play. You won't see that very often.
19 seconds remaining in the game. Oakley for 3, and he gets it. It's 105-101 with 15 seconds in the game, and Rivers will go to the line. Important statistic.
At least to put the game away.
And gets it. Doc Rivers makes it.
Now he'll take a 3 and a 2 to tie.
The Bulls are vastly improved over last season, and will definitely be in the playoffs. Stolen by Willis. Good night. 108-101. Hawks by 47, 10 seconds remaining. Corzine will close the point spread and make it a 5-point Hawk win as the clock will wind out. And this one is history at the Omni. The Atlanta Hawks have won 7 in a row, and the season series between these two teams tied at 2. Bill Russell and I will be back to name the player of the game.